APC Chieftain joins Labour Party. And APC Chieftain Kamaluddin Shehu Musa has dumped the ruling party and joined the Labour Party ahead of the 2023 general elections. Musa, who shared his membership card of the APC on Twitter, accused his former party of failing to fulfill its promises to Nigerians. Oh, so it's now. So the whole time, the whole 8 years, the APC did not fulfill its promises. And now you find out that you now realize that APC did not fulfill its promise. Wow, so convenient. I mean, well done. You're welcome to the team. Well, on his Twitter page, he did say, he gave out a tweet saying, "I was an APC registered member. I supported the party because of their manifesto. Unfortunately, they were not able to fulfill their promises, i.e. why I changed my decision to support Peter Obi, because I have been it, or I guess seen he meant, I've been it in mind that he is the right candidate, fully obedient and useful." Wow. Well, welcome. At the end of the day, I don't expect what would happen. Literally, he's moved, and you can't really stop anyone from, moving to a new party. Well, I guess defection is also what they know as well. So, he is entitled to switch parties. I mean, whatever contract they consult it out themselves. But of course, I know the Labour Party is not going to be foolish enough to just let anybody into their affairs and say, oh, because you decided that the ABC wasn't fulfilling its promises, the next thing you want to jump on the train or the platform that suits you best. Please, come on, let's not disrespect ourselves like this. So, Musa was welcomed into the Labour Party by various supporters of the political platform on Twitter, with some advising him to use his experience in politics to canvass votes for the party. Well, who's got a strong structure now? The defection has really been from the APC now, and then to think that they were arguing about structure. Anyways, this individual has joined, and of course, it's not going to be surprising, and maybe the flux would actually start when campaigns are starting as well, or maybe I don't know how it works, but maybe they're trying to flock now well ahead of campaigns. So in the middle of campaigns, they're not seen as individuals who are just, it's not as obvious that they are trying to jump parties. Well, let's look at what individuals are saying about this. Well, regional party looking for national acceptance, it doesn't work like that. Well, you can't be the one to decide that, because as they say, it is a game of numbers, or it's a game of numbers. And so whether you think it's regional or not, this is for the number one seat. And so, I mean, there are also other seats we should really be focusing on as well, because it's not just magic. But really, if it would happen, I mean, again, I don't know what or how things would be if, let's say, the youth were not as invested, but APC has just done the worst. They really said, you want to see bad governance? Hold my bottle, hold my beer, let me show you, because that's really what they did. And so if it wasn't as bad, or I guess as people were reminiscing and saying, let's go back to Jonathan's time, then, and you know what is so bad? Like, they made things so horrible for Jonathan and PDP, especially with the words, how the campaign in itself. And to think that they did even worse. I mean, I don't think they care anyway. I mean, Buhari has approved, the fuel subsidy to extend until June next year, literally a year after he leaves office. I mean, a month. So he's extended by a year, and it's now like an extra month after he leaves office, just to cushion up. I mean, with whose funds and whose futures are you putting at risk? Well, they've been doing that anyway. And so really, it's now up to Nigerians to decide, or for Nigerians just to have seen the signs. It's more than enough. What else do you need to see? What else? Nothing. So I'm not sure whether, I'm not sure how this campaign process is going to go, if it may get violent, because really the only thugs that would arise would come from PDP and APC, to be honest. And someone made a comment, and it must have been another video, but this is giving, if you look at how they reacted to the NSAS protest by sending thugs to come and, I guess, dilute or infiltrate, the pack of Nigerians protesting, it is all in a plot plan to literally make the youth look bad. And it's the same thing, well, just online, as the popular, propaganda and, narrative of obedience being rude and just having negative connotations with them, and then associating, Peter Obi to Biafra and all that. I mean, the usual stuff. But also doesn't mean that you should underestimate the party, Labour Party in itself, because, as they say, it's a game of numbers, and it seems like he can actually get it. So, thank God for Musa for leaving Darkness Party to Labour Party. We're expecting more people to join. All problem of corruption, APC, join Labour Party. Labour Party is the hope. I have mentioned time to time that Labour Party cannot win the presidential elections in Nigeria because majority of people in the northern area for Tinubu and the west. But how do you know that though? Because I've heard that Peter Obi himself went to Nasarawa and another northern state, and the crowds came out en masse for him. So you never really know, to be honest. But if anything, it is the numbers that matter. And when it comes to the youth have a population, and that is actually what they can use to win. So it's like you're so confident Labour Party cannot win. So who would you rather? Because if it's not Labour Party, you better go for sure. Because if you're trying, literally, and there are other candidates as well. But if you're really trying to, go for APC or PDP, then something must be very wrong in your judgment. And it must be checked. Very urgent. Obedience kind of mumu is passing a different level. Imagine fools reveling in falsehood and emotional sensationalism to market their politically doomed candidate, by fraudsters are indeed jesters of very mean pranks. Wow. Very funny, but of course, this is again, it's people may not necessarily, the thing is very interesting because people may not necessarily support PDP or APC, but they would not even support Peter Obi either. So it's like, where do you stand? Like, where do you actually stand? Because if you have such hate, some people just have such hate for Peter Obi and Labour Party, but then would also choose not to vote for PDP and APC. So it's like, what is now the issue? Put what I think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.